Okay, so it's streaming to live to you. And I'll record this as well. This is my first time streaming live to YouTube. This is so cool. Okay, challenge starting. We are going to be doing a Shopify optimization challenge that will run for 5 days, but not consecutively. I'll do one today, I'll do one on Tuesday, Thursday, Tuesday, and Thursday, so that you have time to actually optimize your Shopify store when in between, right? And we will have, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, we'll have a long Q&A session where you can come in and ask me questions. That'll be live as well. So if you are, the cloud. So if you are online, you can ask me any questions. And next time I will be doing this into Facebook as well. This is like a test. This is the first time I'm going live in about 12 months. This is incredible. Okay. So first things first, we're doing the challenge. We're optimizing Shopify. There's so many changes in Shopify, and we want to know, especially you want to know what's happening, because it is, you can't keep track. Every time I come into Shopify, they change things, which is good for me since I write the books. So if you don't know me, I'm Veronica Jeans. I am self-proclaimed Shopify Queen. I write all the Shopify books that are a step-by-step, literally how to set up your Shopify store. And I am this year going to be publishing Shopify Advanced and Ecommerce Advanced, just to help people that actually have a store. I find that a lot of people that have a store don't know how to get to the next level. So this is what we're going to do in these next 5 days. So without ado, let me start. And I've got all the dates up here. So class 1 is today's Thursday at 9 a.m. Class 2 is next Tuesday at 23rd of January. And then on Thursday, 25th of January. And then for the 30th. And then the last class is on Thursday, the 1st of February. And so I hope if you have a lot of questions, just let me know afterwards. You can text me, message me. Apparently, you have to like my page, my Facebook page, to be able to message me or leave a question, a comment in the YouTube, and I can answer that as well, or just straight email me. It's hello@veronicajeans.com. And so let's go into our first job. So what we're going to be talking about today is the tax settings have changed, the notifications have changed. I discovered that yesterday. There's some really cool part about filtering that you want to add to your store. There's some social stuff that we need to do online. And we're also going to be talking about Facebook and Google, the new things. And people don't realize what's happening. So we are going to, by the way, I live on a boat, and so you will see movement behind me, and that's my hobby, because we do live on a boat, and it's very small, but don't get distracted, right? Okay. So here we have my store, and obviously I have everything on my store. As you can see, I don't sell anything but workshops and like assessments and one-on-ones, and I do it all in Shopify. So you can literally sell anything in Shopify, whether it's digitally or whether it's a product, right? Services is a product, and people forget and don't realize that that's basically what it is. And also I do sell my books on Shopify as well. So what I do is, you can go through, if you're selling your books, you can go through, there's a couple here, hang on, let me show it to you. You can go through here, the apps. I've got so many apps on here. Lulu Direct, print the books for you. But what I do is I literally get an order for my book. I pop it onto Amazon. I put the order through, and Amazon will send them the book. It's the cheapest way to print your book. I have done so much research. Everybody else charges you double. And I know everybody complains about Amazon, but it's still the cheapest way to do it, right? There is a little bit of manual involved. And if you are selling thousands of books on your website, then I would go directly to a printer instead of doing it by yourself. But so let's have a look here. And then also I've got all my sales channels on the side here. But we are first going to have a look at tax settings, notifications, and all the little bits and pieces that people don't realize they have in their store. So when we go to settings here, at the bottom, you can see settings here on the left-hand side. And users and permissions have changed. Shipping and delivery has changed a little bit. Your checkout has changed as well, which is amazing, right? I love how they tend to do things. I'm going to be talking a little bit more in depth about taxes and duties. And then we come down here into notifications, and voila, it's changed again, right? So they've just made it a little bit better to navigate. Nothing basically has changed, but it's just easier to navigate. So, and then in policies, which we're also going to be talking about today, is they have added, they haven't added it in here, but they have added, let me show you this one, a section. And, you know, as they're rolling stuff out, it's not everybody that actually gets that information on their websites. So it will be coming to you soon, as they say in the, here we go, shipping policies, contact, purchase options, cancellation policy. So I have not added this. This is what I discovered yesterday while I was doing my class. I lecture at a university in Poland, obviously virtually. So that is something new that's just popped in. Okay, the first thing, let's go back to taxes. We go down, I like to go down the settings and then discuss whichever one is in here. And then after this session, we will go more into depth about shipping. And there's a couple of extra things that I will cover. Let's have a look here. So here, store tomorrow is next Tuesday is going to be branding your store, customization, and edit best practices and tips. I have been setting these up. There's so many cool things you can do. And then obviously here we've got the returns, and the Market Pro is something new with Shopify as well, but you have to earn enough money to be able to take part of this. I will let you know exactly what it is, because it's not very clear on Shopify what it actually can do for you. And then we're going to talk about drop shipping. I've got a couple of customers that are drop shipping, and it's, oh, yeah, I'm going to talk about taxes here. Never mind. And then businesses, best practices and tips, and then emails, blogging, and SEO updates and everything. So sometimes I mix things up a little bit, but that just makes life more exciting. Okay, so let's go down here and check on your payments. In your payments as well, when you go into manage, there used to be Amazon, right? Amazon payment used to be outside of the payments, the Shopify payment section, but now it is actually in, and obviously not on here. Again, they're bringing things in as we're speaking. It is in the section with the Shopify payments. I've seen it on with a couple of my clients. Let's have a look at Rock, because no, I can't. So I cannot see any of my clients, even if it's a new store. And let's have a look at this store, because this is a brand new store. Yes, this is a brand new store. So if we're looking at the payments, activate Shopify payments. Yeah, you see here, it is not in here anymore. Let me see if I can see. And that's changed as well, how to actually, I can't get in here. I don't want to activate this for you right now, but that's actually how we're going to add third-party payments as well. And you see the capture now. The capture is down here instead of in Shopify payments. So let's go back to where I am. and we're going to the first thing I want to do, because the taxes is coming up. I'm doing my taxes right now. So you have to know what's happening in your taxes specifically for your store, right? So you are depending on what state you're in, then that's your tax liability. So obviously here my tax liability is in Texas. I don't have one yet, no action required. So it will tell you if you have a tax liability in any of the other states. But let's go in here, manage and monitor tax liability. I'm always, yeah, I think this is it. Nope. This is, see, I should know better, right? Okay, here we go. These are the taxes that I will need to pay. So it will pop in, let me see here, into a full report. So where your reports are, that's where you can see how many what taxes you have to pay. So when you're looking at invisible, let's look at invisible. I can look at the tax liability. See, it's really, really strange how they copy. Let's have a look here, action required. And then taxes. So if you have see, they keep changing things on me. Oh, here we go. Access tax rate reporting back into reports here, right? And so now it will actually pop up where the taxes am I liable for any taxes? No. So you'll immediately know how much tax you're supposed to pay. And and it's funny that I'm mentioning this right now, because I've had a customer who said to me, well, does Shopify pay my taxes? No, Shopify does not pay your taxes. You pay your taxes. Shopify is not Amazon. It is not a marketplace. It's a shopping platform, which includes a website, and it includes a blog and all the other cool stuff, but it's not a marketplace. A marketplace is where you sell and somebody takes a percentage, not just of your credit card payments, but also takes a percentage of your sale, like Amazon does, right? So please make sure that you are taking note of where you're paying your taxes. Plus, within your taxes, if you're shipping within your state, then you're good to go. If you're shipping outside your state, you are liable for those taxes as well. So if I ship out of Alabama, then I'm liable for sales tax in Alabama, and I have to register in Alabama, as well as where my business is in Texas. Please talk to your tax consultant, because it's super, super important. So let's go back to the taxes. I want to show you something else about the taxes. So now you are selling in the United States, and Shopify have now implemented that your liability, yes, I think this is it. Yes, this is it. Your liability in each state. So I have not done a lot of business through my website, because I just don't. I do it off. I normally do my invoices. So if we're looking in here, the taxes and duties, and I'm gonna love this one. Okay. Review insights. Show liabilities, show all liabilities. So we have been selling all over New York, Michigan, North Carolina, Ohio, Virginia, Maryland. And then now you can actually see how much you've sold into a state. Remember, there's a threshold of a regional threshold that we can sell into the state. And there's whether it's a sales or your orders, whichever one is the first. So here's 100 orders. So for instance, if somebody sells something for $500, they might get to this faster than what they'll get to the 100. So the state just says, whichever one is the fastest, right? And then you also have the requirements of each state, which is fabulous. Now you just keep a track of it, and what happens is if you get to that threshold, then you have to start applying for a sales tax certificate in that state. Okay. And we will talk about the drop shipping. Drop shipping is totally different. I think we talk about that in the fourth session, if I'm not, yeah. So we talk about the drop shipping and the other taxes in the fourth session. All right. Okay. Let's get on with the new stuff. Notifications. I have to check my notes because otherwise I get so involved in what I'm doing. So notifications, again, as I've shown you here. Oh, this is one thing I have to show you. You have to verify your sender email. If you have a Gmail, if you have a Yahoo, AOL, or whatever in here, and it's not your domain email, Shopify will ask you to verify your email. It's not just Shopify. It's now a rule that's coming up. In fact, if you have a look in this is my email provider, so everybody is changing, and we have to register. It makes sure that our emails get delivered better than just coming up as spam. In Shopify, they will send it out as .shopify.com, I think, and so it will look as if it's coming from Shopify. So you really want not to promote Shopify, you want to promote your own business. So I would suggest you getting a business account. The way to do it, here's a tip. If you have a domain name, you can register. I've registered all these domains. You can register a domain with Shopify. I think this is outside Shopify, or have I done it? No. Okay. So you can register a domain with Shopify, and what you can do is you can actually add a subdomain, which is what I will be using for my email provider. And then also you can get forwarding emails. What does that mean? I have email at Veronica Jeans. Hello, that's what my main email, info at Veronica Jeans. And I've got this one as well, but I just think it's a little bit too much of the Veronica-ness, right? So, but you can get these free emails. They will be sent through to this email here, my normal Gmail account, but it would, if you set it up properly in Gmail, it will actually answer as the email in Veronica Jeans. Okay. So anyway, and this is what you call an alias, but you can also try third-party hosting. It is not your email provider. It is your email hosting company. I know it's very confusing. And I do have actually have a sketch that I think I will show next time. That is how the emails actually work with your domain and with your subdomains, okay? So, but we won't go into that too much in depth today. So, then again, so you have your domain, you can create an email that you can, so let me see here. No, I think I've already done this with them. Let me have a look if I have user notifications. You see here? So now what domain authentication has failed, we have to configure the DNS. So in your host, you will have to, and here's the authentication, otherwise they send it out as shopifyemail.com. So make sure that you get this organized. We do this for all of our customers because obviously I'm also a technology expert where it comes to domains and everything. But this is what you can do. Okay, let's go on to, I just wanted to cover this notification, the sender email. So now we have, as you know, we had this all in one long dashboard, but now we have it in different dashboards where you can actually see very clearly all the emails that get sent out, point of sale, and your shopping. So if this is active, then you can make it active or inactive, right? The return label created, I don't have that active. You can either have your return label automatically created or not. I believe that, you know, communicating with your customers is very important to know what the problem is, why they're returning it. Because in my policy, it says, well, most of my clients' policies, it says you are paying for shipping if you send anything back. There's a little bit of a deterrent, because if people think they can send stuff back just because they don't like it or whatever, then, you know, you got to make that path a little bit difficult. But talking to the customer is important, because you can then determine whether it's a genuine send back or not, and giving the best customer service. So that communication with the customer is super, super important. And then we have our accounts outreach here. They've added a couple of extra things. You can see a B2B access email. I don't know why I had that. In a sec, let me see what he's got. I've got a little bit of a different contract since I've been around for such a long time. Let's see here. Yeah, see, he's got a B2B as well. Because I know B2B is not really accessible to the normal accounts, but you never know. Here's a contact for the customer. This is what gets emailed out to the customer. And what I have done with my notifications, check this out. I have actually added my signature, as you've seen when you got the email today. I've added my signature to this, and you know, I keep saying to people, customize your emails more than what you would normally do. So if you want to customize your email template, you go in here, and this is where you're going to be adding. This is obviously showing you all the emails. You see, I don't have it in my, this is really weird. I don't have it in my normal order email. And I think I might have to add that, see, they've changed it again. That I might have to add that separately again. Let's have a look here. Customize email templates. Let's go back in here again. Yep, see. So let's go back in here. So you could change the email, which is really strange. Notifications. So they've closed this down. I'll have to see how, see here, how you can actually add that. See? Ah, here we go. So edit code. Strange. So I can contact the customer, I can edit the code. So I've added my code in here at the bottom. That's new as well. There's a see, there's new things happening all the time. Oh, translate and adapt. Okay, we don't want to do that. So you can actually translate that email to your local language. I don't want to do this. Sorry. Okay, so then you can preview. So I've changed some of these emails just to add a little bit extra, as I said, you know, extra hello. Let's have a look here. Oh yeah, I can edit the code in here as well. So this must be a new thing where they actually closed down the email confirmation. Oh no, they didn't. So you can literally do each email, and you have to edit each email. Unfortunately, this you can't do it in bulk. But you know what, if people are getting an order email, I've obviously scheduled mine a little bit differently. But if they get an order email, add some more information in here, like get a 10% discount with your next order. I am optimizing all my order emails for my clients this year, so that it is just a little bit better than, hey, here's your order and go away, right? So if we're looking at notifications, let's have a look at notifications here, because I have not changed any of his. See, the normal is thank you for your purchase. We're getting your order to be ready to shipped, blah, blah, blah. But add a little bit more of your personality in here. It makes a huge difference, right? And then add what I'm going to add with this. I'm going to add his his photo and a little bit about our story or something. And what I do is I literally go and sign up with other brands, big brands, and see how they send the email. And then I just pinch some ideas, right? You can get a lot of ideas. The order confirmation and your shipping confirmation, payment error, shipping updates are the only 100% email opening that of any emails that you will ever send out. I get between 30 to 70% email openings in my normal email marketing, but this is the only email that everybody opens their shipping email, right? So why not add a little bit of incentive into those emails? So that's my little tip for today. So anyway, so languages also has moved. I don't know if you realize that. It used to be that, oh no, it is still, actually, it is still. Edit the default theme content used to be languages in here. Edit the language in your Shopify store. What that means is you can change the language. I don't change anything in this section except for a couple of things, right? So let's go back into here so I can show you the second one. Languages there. So there's two ways. Oh no, this is adapt. Never mind. This is adapt. This is a different language. So languages you can change. See, I get confused when I'm in here as well. You can change what you want to add. And then sometimes what I do is I add a little note in shipping. And I'm going to talk more about that. I don't want to do this now. So let's say Shopify. I do take out this. No, powered, and it said powered by Shopify. Why do I take that out? Because so many, and all you do is return or no, forward a space, and it'll take it out because there's so many people that are targeting Shopify stores because they can, right? And then here powered by the brand name. I normally leave that in unless I have the theme that is on there as well. And then the other thing that I will show you how to add a text to shipping when we talk about shipping. Let's go back into settings. Nope, let me go into my here discovery. Oh yes. So let's go back into I'm going to talk about a little bit more about some other stuff as well. See, now it's hopping back in again here. I don't want that. Here we go. No. I love it, technology. Might be my internet. Get out of here. Okay, let's see if I can move. Nope. It still doesn't like me. Okay, let's go in here. And I can go to my website like this. One more thing, one quick in-between thing is this is your name and this is where your security and password now lives. So when you open it up and you go to manage account and you pop that open, it will show you where you can upload a photo. I have my last name, my telephone number. I sometimes use Google, right? All the stores that I'm connected with, and then the programs and resources that you have. And because I'm a partner, I've got all these resources, and then your time zone, etc. But here's your security. So you have your pass keys, you can change your password. There's a secondary email. I have 2 emails in my shop, so I don't lose it. And then you have your authentication method, which you can change as well. And the recovery codes, I've never used recovery codes, but what I've done is I've viewed my codes and I've actually saved them somewhere else in a safe place. Then you can see who's logged in on your actual website. So let's go back to general. That didn't work. See if I can just get back to Shopify. Oh, here we go. So I will view all my stores. So it has to log me back in again. And guys, I know this is irritating, but it is part of keeping your store secure. And why I feel so strongly about this, I have had a customer that somebody cloned her complete website. Oh, let me talk about domain names again as well. Somebody cloned her complete website, every single product, and so this is it's a Bitsy customer, and this is the cloned website, every single product. So we know it's cloned because a customer came in and said, hey, we got 50% discount, where's my product? And we said, what? She never gave us a discount. So you can see here, and I mean every single thing to the descriptions and everything. And they are on Google, so people can get onto the actual website through Google. So the only way we've actually tried to do this is connecting to, you see here, and it's a bot, right? And so what they do is they grab your card and you never get your money back because that's somewhere in Asia. So please, please, please make sure that you have your store locked into any secure thing that you can, although they can scrape your website. But also, there was something else. Oh, and we're talking about domain names. Register the .store and .shop, right? So your domain name .store and .shop. So nobody can actually clone your website. And also, if you have a domain name that can be replicated, like the Itsy Bitsy Boutique, we have registered the Itsy Bitsy Boutiques with an S, because nobody can then claim that domain name and then start pinching your customers. I've seen it happen, guys. It happens all the time. I started in 2000. It happened with one of my customers then, and he was losing millions. Okay, so please make sure that you do that. All right, back to the normal things that we're going to be talking about. So online store, as you can see the online store. And if you can't see any of your sales channels or any of your apps, if you're a new store, let's see here. Yeah, you can see I've just added the search and discovery, but this is in my view, right? So I've added this and this in my view. In his view, he will have to add these on the side, I think even to the online store. So let's have a look here with this new store. I've got it open. Let's close this. This is the new store. When you log in, you will see that you cannot see anything on the side. So if you have a new store or things have disappeared and you see, so they've added these three things that didn't happen in the previous one. So it depends on how you've set up the store when you started. But your sales channels will be in here, or you can go and get them, right? So, but what you have to do, say for instance, if we are going to, and this is really a basic store, but if we are going to have Facebook and Google, and there's all these other interesting things in there, then you click on it, and then you will pin it, right? So you either pin it there or you pin it here. So the apps, see, let's see, I'm going to get an app. Let's go to the app. What app do I need? Oh, okay. Let's go and get reviews. And then we get the app. Let's see if it'll actually pop the app into that store, because we now have a lot of stores open. I normally grab the free one. Nope. Shopify. Judge me. Product. My reviews. Shopify inbox. Okay, let's add this one. Since I can't see Shopify flow, we're going to talk about the flow as well. Here's Shopify forms, privacy and compliance. Actually, this is a good one to add. Privacy and compliance. So when it adds it to here, you obviously install it. It pops up here. I pin everything immediately, because what happens is a lot of the times you forget what you've actually added. So as you see with mine, I have got so many, but I am testing these all out. So this one I'm going to take out. So I want to see how they work and what they do. I test out all apps for customers. So, okay, so let's have a look here. Search and discovery, and then it will be in the new view. So again, so pin these apps on the sidebar here, and then and I'll show you how to do the privacies and everything. Then where your apps are, and I'll pin all my sales channels to the side as well. Invisible. Let's have a look here. Invisible. So invisible, I've got inbox. We talk about that a little bit more. I love my inbox. I've got link, pop, TikTok, and shop all in here. And I use them all the time. So let's go back to online store. So here you have your online store. You've got your themes. This is where your themes are. Make sure that your theme is updated, people, because that's important. We will talk about that, I think, in the third session. Branding, maybe no, next week. We're going to be talking Tuesday about branding and everything. Your blog page, your pages, navigation, your preferences. So when you're looking at your preferences, you can see all your Google Analytics has changed, Facebook pixel. When you click on this, normally you had to put your pixel in here. When you click on this, it goes straight to Facebook, and we'll go into that. This is customer privacy. It depends on what you want to do. I just collect after consent. You can collect before consent, and then I have the collecting things like pixels and stuff like that. Please activate this in your store as well. Time is going fast. Okay, then we're coming to the other new thing, and I don't know if you've used it or not, which is search and discovery. What does that mean? It means that I can now add, remember, I don't know if you remember, but if you had a store for a while, you cannot get proper filtering. So you had to get an app or a specific theme to do the filtering on the side on your collections. And what I mean by that is, if we're looking, I love to do Home Depot because it's the easiest way for me to show this. And so, no, go away. So let's go shop all. Shop by department, baths and faucets. Okay. Then, so now you can see here all of this stuff. So if you go into any of these, that's probably the wrong one. Into any of the collections, you have a choice here on the side, right? So that's what Shopify is making available and in filters, right? So you can go by brand or by price or number of sinks or cabinet colors. It doesn't matter what you sell. You can optimize your collection pages by having search and discovery. And search and discovery is you customize your filters. So if you're looking at, so one of the rules is it will customize. Let me show you the customize. The first thing is there's product type and more filters. So when you're adding your filters, you can see here availability, price. I've got product type, I've got my tags, you can have vendors. If you're shopping by vendors, my it's a Bitsy Boutique has vendors, product options. Then your product options are these are my options that I've set up in my products, right? So if you just want size or type of books or what support do you need, oh, this is actually quite good. Then let's have a look here. So this will come up on the side of that collection that product is in. Does that make sense? So let's save this. And I don't have this in I don't have this in a, okay, let's go for this guy. I think, so this is what happens if your theme does not currently support this. And why is that? First thing is, I've actually opened it because I've done another theme. The first thing is that this theme is not a 2.0, which means that if your theme is not a 2.0, we talk more about that on Tuesday, then you cannot use a lot of the new stuff that Shopify's added to the stores, right? So we're adding this is a design theme. I don't know what they did with it, but we are adding this one, the Dawn theme, and we're going to customize it. I've just added it very quickly to show the client what happens. But now I can go in and use the Shopify search and discovery. So he's already got t-shirts in there. So I can show you what happens with the products. So customize filters, what it says at the top there. This is fabulous. So customize filters. It's got availability, price, and I've added color and fine size. So I've said I've changed the header to fine color instead of just color, and then it added all the colors that were in each product. So, but not every color will pop up in a collection. So when we go into the collections, and this is not live right now. So say for instance, Kids Rock, right? So here we have all these, well, just a few of them, products. So whatever colors there are in any of these products will only be in this collection. So not in any other collections, right? So this is really cool to make it easier for your customer to actually find the product that they want, okay? So that's why I love search and discovery. There's another thing. So he's lucky because all his products were pulled in from Printful. But sometimes you adding your own products. You got to make sure that you don't, and I've had this with several of my customers, right? You got to make sure when you're talking about the variants that the header or the name of the variant is the same. You can't have some with color and then one with the colon, right? Because then in the filter, it adds it as two different types of options. So each option has to be the same for it to actually show all the colors in one filter. So guys, if this doesn't make sense, then let me know and I will explain it again. I know this is a lot to take in as well. So again, so whatever happens, keep that the same. I tend to like to actually make this, what is this called? Capitalized, but I'm not going to do that because it is, that's what it is in all, and he's got a lot of products in here already. If you need to change those headers, say for instance, you can do all products. So you can select the products on this page, and then if you wanted to select all the products, then you just click on this and it selects all the products. Then you go to bulk edit. And here is when you can change, maybe it keeps changing. Okay, here is where you can, Let's have a look. Let's have a look. No, 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 you can't. And product type, tags, description, product media. No, you can't. I thought you could change the actual product type tags template. As I said, they keep adding stuff, which is fabulous, but not on this one. Sorry, guys. So you have to literally do this one by one. Just say that I've done it somewhere. No. So what I've done is I've actually exported it, changed it on the spreadsheet, and then imported it. And that's pretty easy, right? So if you're exporting your products, you can see all the products in a spreadsheet, change the headers for your collections, and then variants, and then upload it. That's what I normally do. And I use, I don't use Shopify. I use an app called Matrixify because it gives me more capabilities. I've got it in here. Printify. I normally have it in here. Hey, Matrixify. I've known these guys forever. Yeah, here we go. Matrixify, I've known these guys forever. They do cost, if you go beyond 10 products, and they can download your orders, they can download your blogs, they can import your blogs. So when you're migrating, I use these guys a lot. And so if you just need to do one thing and you only use them for the month, then I would pay it and then stop the payments. So go back to free. That's what I normally do with my apps, use them and get out unless you need them more often. Okay. So have I gone off track here? No, I haven't, because we're still talking about filtering. See, this is very complicated. So again, we have to make sure that our filters, let's go in here, that our filters look the same, right? Our variants look the same. And so it makes it for a very neat filter that you can add to the side of the page. So if it's a free theme, the filters are at the top of the template, which I don't really like. So I normally buy my themes through, so this one can't do it. I normally buy my themes through out of the sandbox because they have what I need. But if you're looking at this collection, default collection, and so they have the filters here at the top, which is, I suppose it's okay, but I like them here on the side because as people are scrolling, they can still see the side. Another option with search discovery is, which is seriously, seriously cool, it will show the customer the last thing that they reviewed, which will also come up on the collection page. Right? Have a look here. Themes. Just updated her theme. Impulse. Actually, have not checked whether collections, default collection. Oh, so hers is, so some of the themes, but this is also a paid theme, right? I think. So you have to look at your theme in demo to see if it'll add it to the site. So here you can see availability and price, and then I am going to be adding some other filters as well, because she's got all these swatches, so we'll be adding them to the side here. Okay. Right, let's go back to our original one. So now you customize your filters, and then the other thing that you can do is add product recommendations. So Shopify just does a, hey, here related products, and they can be random. So in my website, obviously they are seriously random, right? So what I should be doing is adding all the books to the book collections, all the services to the services products, right? So this is what happens. So here you have your random, you can see how many products he has, your random related products that you have on it, you can activate on the store, or No. This is product recommendation. Yes. Okay. So, or you can add different products to this so they can, this is like an upsell. Okay, let's have a look here. This is the t-shirt, right? Yeah. So, okay, so let's say she buys that t-shirt. So why don't you recommend that one? And then maybe we have a, because you know, ladies like hats as well. So you can do this one, right? So this is a recommendation on that page. So can we view it? And so I can literally take out any of these that are, I can hide the auto-generated recommendations. Unless it's totally different products. I don't normally do this because you never know what people want to buy. But this is going to be shown on the page. So let's have a look if we can see this on the page. Save. I wish they had a preview here. It'll probably come. When I pop in here next time, it'll be there. So this is the t-shirt. So let's dream big t-shirt. Let's preview it. We are still under a password, so we can't see it. You may also like. So this is the related. Oh, this is still the old one. This is still the old theme. Obviously, you see, so the 2.0, the theme before 2.0 cannot show the extra things that we add, extra products that we added, and it adds the products right underneath the buy button and says, hey, or it actually adds it down here. It depends where you want it. I should add it up here, and then so people can actually buy the next product, you know. So when they're in here, they can click on it and buy the next product. So for instance, if you were selling books, for instance, that's what I should be doing, is adding my other 2 books, my 1 book, add my other 3 books in here so that they can buy all the books while they're in the same page, right? Again, you know, this does not work if you have an old theme. So you've got to update your theme. Sure, there's so much, right? So much. Okay, search and discovery. And this is so cool. I am so excited about this. You can promote your products. I have not used that, and then help customers find products easier. So you create a synonymous group. This is my language coming out. So you create a group. So you have a cap, and if they're looking for a cap, then say for instance, if they were looking for a cap, you will show them all the hats as well, right? So adding the different search terminologies that you think people will search for, what belongs together, like shirt or t-shirt with a hyphen and t-shirt without a hyphen, you add them all here and you can create a group of search terminologies that your customers, and makes it easier for them to find stuff, right? So recommendations and settings. Let's have a look at the settings. Okay, so the settings, you set up your settings here, search results. I like to add them all, predictive search. I also like to add my blog, out of stock products at the end. So yeah, you don't really want to show your out of stock products at the beginning. You want to show them at the end if you have out of stock products, because you don't really want people to go, oh no, they don't have a product. You want people to actually see the product that you are that you have. Okay, so this has been an hour, and I've shown you so many things today. I would recommend actually going through the video and making sure that you hopefully follow what I've said and actually activate whatever you need. If you still have the old theme, it will mean that you have to update your theme. We can help with that. It is not easy because you have to literally copy your theme from your old theme into your new theme. This is what I've done with this chappie here. He had an old theme. We are still testing, so I had to add a new theme. This is all coded in, so I couldn't update it, or Shopify could not update it, but it doesn't matter. If you do not have a 2.0 theme, you have to then copy and paste everything into your new theme. I will show you more about this on Tuesday. We will go through the basics of branding, where to add your brand stuff, how to add your brand stuff, what it looks like on Shopify, normal theme, free theme, or if you buy a theme, what you get, and then so you can actually get this done. If you have a problem with this, please let me know. We can help you. We don't charge a fortune for this. This is just a copy and paste, unless there is some stuff that you need to actually code. But what I recommend, especially if you're starting out, just get a free theme, get it done, or buy a theme, get it done, and off you go. And then also, if you want to buy a theme, I'm very, very, very familiar with Out of the Sandbox, and I can show you the different themes. I also have a affiliate link that I will send out if you need to look at those themes, and there's a discount. Okay. Thank you so much for popping in, and we will be back on Tuesday.